Reuters, Japan Euro trademark SoftBank Group Corp. 9984.t will invest $2.25 billion in General Motors COA Euro trademark GM.N autonomous vehicle unit Cruise, the company said on Thursday, a deal that validates the venerable Detroit automaker a Euro trademark leadership in self-driving cars and sent GM shares up more than 10%. The move by SoftBank Euro trademark $100 billion Vision Fund is one of the highest profile, largest investments to date in self-driving technology, an industry that could revolutionize transportation but faces engineering, safety, and regulatory challenges, as well as skepticism among potential users. SoftBank has made a string of large bets in so-called mobility companies, such as ride services provider Uber Technologies Inc. Uber.ul, expecting that transportation services for people and goods will explode. The Cruise deal extends that wager, betting that computers will displace drivers and cut operating costs. GM Chief Executive Officer Mary Barra said GM might explore a Euro or Ether opportunity as a Euro with some of the companies that SoftBank has funded, including Uber, China Euro trademark Didi, India Euro trademark Ola and Southeast Asia a Euro trademark Grab. The partnership values Cruise at $11.5 billion, a figure exceeding some analyst targets and a triumph for GM, which was criticized for overpaying an estimated $1 billion for the startup 2 years ago. The GM share jump on Thursday was the stock Euro trademark's largest one-day gain since the company relisted after its 2009 bankruptcy. GM Cruise and Alphabet Inc. Euro trademark GOOGLO, Waymo are often described as leading the pack of technology and auto companies competing to create self-driving cars and integrate them into ride services fleets. Alphabet, which plans to launch a robo-taxi service later this year, underscored its own ambitions on Thursday, announcing a deal to buy up to 62,000 minivans from Fiat Chrysler Automobiles, FCHA.MI, for its self-driving fleet. Ford Motor Co., FN, and BMW, BMW.de, both plan to deploy self-driving cars in 2021. Tesla Inc., TSLAO, has talked about creating a network of self-driving cars, and Uber says it is sticking with a development effort despite an accident in which its self-driving car killed a woman in Arizona. That accident raised concerns around the United States about the terms under which self-driving cars should be allowed to test and operate. Uber chief executive Dara Khosrowshahi on Wednesday also said he was in talks to use Waymo technology on the Uber network, a sign of how alliances and partnerships are still being formed. A Euro reason to own a Euro trademark GM. A Euro trademark's initial purchase of Cruise was met with skepticism over the price, $1 billion for an unproven technology. Still, it ignited a deal frenzy in Silicon Valley and hiked self-driving startup valuations, both of which may accelerate after the SoftBank partnership. Cruise operated with an unusual amount of autonomy after the purchase by GM, although Cruise CEO Kyle Vogt last year told a Fortune event that it was a Euro not smooth sailing Euro at first. A Euro it took us probably 6 months to a year to really figure out how to work well together and to achieve what we have now, which is mutual respect a Euro, he said last July. RBC Capital Markets analyst Joseph Spack said his firm had valued Cruise at $4 billion before the SoftBank investment. The deal affirmed that GM was one of the top contenders to deploy self-driving ride-hailing. A Euro has a meaningful seat at the table a Euro, he said. Barclays analyst Brian Johnson described the deal for GM as a Euro a reason to own the stock again a Euro. GM will also invest $1.1 billion in the unit after the deal closes, the company said. SoftBank Vision Fund will own a 19.6% stake in GM Cruise once the transaction is completed, and will hold one of 6 seats on the company Euro trademark's board. Its investment will be held in a preferred security that can be converted to GM common stock after 7 years. SoftBank will initially invest $900 million and a further $1.35 billion when Cruise vehicles are ready for commercial deployment, subject to regulatory approval. GM said it would break out reporting on GM Cruise financials as a standalone segment, starting in the second quarter. The automaker said it expects to spend about $1 billion this year and next on self-driving vehicle development and commercialization. SoftBank will a stake in a newly created unit, GM Cruise Holdings, whose assets include Cruise Automation, based in San Francisco, and Strobe, a small self-driving sensor developer that Cruise acquired last year. GM President Dan Ammann said GM Cruise also would oversee monetization of data generated by the company Euro trademark S self-driving vehicles, which he has said could provide greater margins than GMA Euro trademark S traditional business of buying and selling cars.